Sawadika. Thakoon Panishakun is a Thai-American fashion designer who has made his name under the brand name Thakoon. Michelle Obama, as well as many celebrities, wear his clothes. I asked him about his aspiration, his view of the fashion world, and of course, his goal. Kun Thakoon, what led you into fashion?
What led me into fashion? I've always had an interest in it ever since I was younger. I remember when I was living in the U.S., in Nebraska, I would go to the magazine store and I would go through all the fashion magazines. There was something that was fantasy for me at the time, and it was really, I wanted to be part of that fantasy. And so I think from a very early age, there was just a natural attraction. I think that I got there because I had a drive to really want to become a designer. I had to prove it to myself, I think.
Now that you are a fashion designer, what's so exciting about the job?
I think it's one of those jobs where every season is different. So it keeps your head going, it keeps your mind going, because every season you have to come up with something new. And I think that I thrive on always looking for something new, and that's why I think it makes perfect sense for me to be a fashion designer.
What is fashion to you?
Fashion is it's an expression of self, but it's also an expression of self in the context of culture. Everyone has so many different definitions of fashion, but ultimately what links them is that we are expressing our individuality to others in a cultural context. So I think that's how you take it and how you interpret it is up to you, but you can be extreme or you cannot be extreme. I think it's just an expression of personality.
How did Michelle Obama get to wear your dress, or is the other way around? How did you get to dress Michelle Obama?
Michelle Obama discovered the brand Thakoon through a store in Chicago that I was carried in, basically. And so she had been shopping there and she discovered the brand, and she was really interested in the colors and the cut and the fabric and the prints. And from there was when we started to do more specialty things for her.
So that's how it got started?
That's how it got started.
What was it like meeting her in person?
I still have not met her in person.
Still?
No, yeah.
So how do you do the fitting?
We do it through the store. I would send the clothes to the store and they would give me comments based on their fitting. It's a very private relationship between them. Yeah.
Wow. What is the selling point of Thakoon brand?
I think that it's a brand that has an inherent feminine quality. I think it's a quality that every woman wants to have. What I do is I express it through silhouettes and cuts that are flattering but not restrictive. I do things that are quite artistic but done in a very easy and wearable way, and a feminine expression of it. So it's not edgy, it's not ultra sexy. It's just it's a brand that is a personal expression of femininity, I would say.
What do you design now? I mean, apart from clothes.
I just launched a secondary collection. So a separate collection altogether that's more of a cheaper price point. So more accessible price point. So that's something that's very exciting. I designed
still by the name of Thakoon.
It's called Thakoon Edition. So it's Edition by Thakoon, basically.
Okay.
So it started off as a capsule collection that was right next to the main collection, but then it became so successful that we had to spin it off into its own separate entity. I also design shoes, which I love to design. I mean, it's something that I never thought that I would take to so much, but I quite love it. Sometimes I design shoes before I design the clothes.
Oh.
I design
only
bags.
ladies' shoes?
Only ladies' shoes right now. I design bags, eyewear, and I also do jewelry for this Japanese company, Sasaki.
But all for women.
All for women's. Yeah.
I always wonder, how come top designers are male and they tend to design for women?
Because I think that we see women in a perfect form, I think, you know, and it's almost like because we are removed from a personal experience of wearing the clothes, you can really see it objectively. So you can create objectively onto the form, I think, you know, I think that women designers are the ones that are good are great because they understand the body of women and they understand the needs of a woman. At the same time, with men, we can idealize a little bit, and so that's the part that becomes fantasy for women.
You moved to the U.S. since you were 11.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself Thai or American?
I consider myself both. I mean, especially since I've been coming back to Thailand quite a bit now. You know, I think that my name is very Thai, and I think Thai people have this very special thing about names because Thai names can be recognized anywhere in the world. People know a Thai name when they see it. So I think that by having a Thai name, automatically you're considered Thai, even if you've grown up abroad for quite a long time. You know, I'm 50-50. I'm definitely Thai and I'm definitely American.
How accepted are Asian designers on the world stage?
Very accepted. I mean, if you look at the big brands that are out there, I mean, I would say 30 to 40% of them are Asian brands, you know, or Asian designers. And in fact, if you look at the back door or the studios of a lot of the major companies, you'll find that the majority, a lot of them are Asian designers. So I think that Asians have always been accepted in fashion, in design, because I think that Asians are inherently attracted to fashion. I don't know what it is, but I think it's true.
Any countries in specific when you say Asia?
I think that a lot of Japanese are very good, and you know they're very technical and they're very strong. A lot of amazing pattern makers and sewers and drapers come out of Japan. Koreans are coming up. I mean, I just was in Korea, and you know they're very innovative in their vision of fashion. Chinese are certainly coming up, and there has been an influx of Thai designers, especially in New York, studying fashion as well. So overall, I think that those are the predominant Asians.
When we say fashion, we always think of New York, Paris, London. Are there any chances of the big fashion scenes moving to Asia, to China, to India, the big economy?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that you're seeing that with, you know, that China is being such a big dominant market right now. And people are really coming and paying attention to that market. So because of that, Asia is now being looked at in a different way. And so there is an enormous potential for Asia to rise right now. And I think that people should really pay attention to what it is about Asia and kind of like sort of grab that attention a little bit.
Now, the editor of the American Vogue, Anna Wintour, is a big supporter of yours. Did she ever tell you what she likes most about your design?